Hello, welcome to Microfiche Microphone. I'm Micah, and on this channel we look at microfiche from the past, old newspaper articles in the public domain. We look at them with our modern eyes, our modern perspective, and see what we can learn from them. On this microfiche time capsule, we are looking at an article from Kansas Farmer, October 26th, 1918, and this one is called Unconditional Surrender. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this marked the end of the war, or was very close to the end of World War I. So I thought this might be interesting. It's not too long. It's nice and short. That it might help us to get a perspective of how people felt back then. Yeah. Unconditional surrender. Civil War veterans and students of history are reminded by Germany's request for an armistice and President Wilson's answer of the famous reply of General Grant to a similar request from General Buckner of the Confederate Army. The Confederate commander had proposed an armistice and the appointment of commissioners to settle terms of capitulation. Grant answered, "No terms except an unconditional and immediate surrender can be accepted. I propose to move immediately upon your works." It will be remembered that the result was an immediate surrender of the force under the command of General Buckner. This forceful ultimatum won for the General U.S. Grant the name of Unconditional Surrender Grant. General Foch, the supreme strategist of the Allies, is following a similar policy. So they're not accepting an armistice, they're demanding unconditional surrender. Well, at this point, they kind of had Germany to a point where they didn't really have another choice. You're demanding unconditional surrender. They absolutely have to stop the fighting because they're going to die soon, like as a country. The people are going to die, people back home. And all of the soldiers, the ones that hadn't died yet, like there weren't that many left. So they were very, very weak at this point. Once again, they're kind of using some cultural appropriation here. I apologize. I didn't write the article. Okay. While the Hun is launching his peace offensive and striving to start a discussion of terms and conditions, Foch is striking blow after blow against the military power of Germany. He recognizes, as also does President Wilson, that the only safe and honorable peace will be an imposed peace preceded by unconditional surrender. The forces of civilian dare not accept any other kind. The forces of civilization dare not accept any other kind. Interesting. You think that civilization is going to crumble if Germany doesn't surrender unconditionally? That's going a little far, don't you think? But that Foch and Woodrow Wilson were both on the same page on this one, then that's why they're doing it. Not accepting an armistice. To accept a negotiated peace would be a base betrayal of our boys who have already given their lives in order that the world might be forever free from the horrors imposed upon it by such military autocracy as that of Germany. This is a time for deeds, not words. Now, I will admit that World War I kind of was an attempt at military autocracy from Germany, but at the same time, calling like a negotiated peace a betrayal of our boys? No, like they're surrendering. If they're surrendering, negotiating an armistice, that's not betraying our boys. They're kind of using that just to get their own way, I think. We at home have met the call of the Fourth Liberty Loan. This ensures the financial support of our war-making program. Next will come, even more insistently, the call from the boys for the service that gives them a touch of home and keeps them fired with the determination to win. This task has been officially entrusted to the 7 organizations: the YMCA, the YWCA, the National Catholic War Council, Jewish Welfare Board, War Camp Community Service, American Library Association, and the Salvation Army. The work of these great organizations has been one of the wonders of the war. Never have we had opportunity to give our money to a holier cause. I'm going to reread the first sentence or two of that paragraph because I feel like we basically changed the subject and I'm confused. We at home have met the call of the Fourth Liberty Loan. This ensures the financial support of our war-making program. Next will come even more insistently the call from the boys from the service that gives them a touch of home and keeps them fired with the determination to win. Wow, really? Was that really an appropriate place to put this information? Jeez. So they're basically asking people to support these organizations so that the soldiers that are fighting will have things that remind them of home, basically. But that is like not at all what the article was about. You're changing the subject, and I feel like that is, it's kind of like placing an ad, in the, in sponsorship in the middle of a very serious topic that has nothing to do with it. It's like you're talking about mental health, and then you're like, Ray-Ban earbuds. You're like, wow, really? Huh? Okay. What does it have to do with depression? Nothing. Like that's what I feel like this one was. Let's talk about refusing the armistice of Germany. I guess at this point it was still under negotiation, whether it was going to come to a peace or not. It was still kind of up in the air. But Germany was so weak, they really didn't have a leg to stand on. So, I mean, they had to. So in the end, they did. They did. They surrendered. But, and now give money to the YMCA. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That just sounds so misplaced. Like it's very tone deaf. Besides the fact that this is a newspaper, like I would have expected better. Like they could have put that one sentence, that one paragraph into a new article with a new title or subtitle or something. Instead, it looks like it's part of this armistice negotiation article. And then all of a sudden it's like, give money to the YMCA. And I don't know, it irritates me. So hopefully it makes sense, but sorry. Oh man. So what do you think? I would love to hear some opinions of people who are listening, because I don't get tons of comments on these videos, but I would really, really love to hear what you think. What do you think? Do you think that the only choice was unconditional surrender? Or do you think that Germany had some sort of negotiating leg to stand on to negotiate an armistice instead? What do you think? I love to hear people's opinions. And what do you think of that ad thrown in there? That was really strange. This is not sponsored, by the way. If it ever becomes sponsored, which I rather highly doubt, I will always read it like at the beginning so that we can get it past it. I just don't think that kind of a plug to donate money to a cause is a good placement in the middle of an informative article. That's all. That is my opinion. Raid Shadow Legends. No, I'm just kidding. Not sponsored. I've never played the game, so I cannot say anything about it. And I've never had Ray-Ban earbuds either, so I can't say anything about them either. I have no opinion on either side. So, as I said, not sponsored. So, it was just a commentary on the placement of the ad, that's all. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the Microfiche time capsule. The past was very interesting, looking back, you're just like, they'd get canceled for that, I think, putting an ad in the middle of a informative article. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. I really, really want to know what people think. Yeah, I can't read your mind. I would love to know what you think. If you have anything you specifically want to hear about, or any particular newspaper you want to hear about, or any subject you know more about than me, I am more than happy to hear what you have to say. So please contribute, and I hope to see you in the next video.